So, da sind wir wieder. Und jetzt hoffe ich, dass ihr eure Badeklamotten dabei habt. Dann sind auf dem Weg nach Nautica. Zu den Fischis. Da bin ich mal gespannt, weil die haben ja bis jetzt immer nur in den, also jetzt bei Chicken Police und sowas darüber geredet. Das gibt genauso wie Averia. Aber hier, das ist erstmal, dass man es irgendwie mal gesehen hat. Er wäre jetzt auch nur kurz, aber zumindest mal aber jetzt eine grobe Vorstellung, wie das war. Jetzt Nautica, also bei den Fischis. Fish People hab ich noch gar nicht gesehen. Ja? Deswegen bin ich gespannt, wie es jetzt weitergeht. So, erstmal müssen wir ja nochmal schauen. So, wir haben jetzt ja eine Leiche. Und irgendwie ist hier Hasi ganz weit weg. Also, guck mal, was tut's?
Mr. Pesker, you usually have your ear to the ground.
And you are a real angel.
Ahem. Thank you. But let's not get sidetracked. So, you know a lot about the passengers?
You flatter me, Mr. Wildflower, but you know what? I'm into that. I'll go with the flow, so go on.
I suppose you heard about yesterday's incident.
Nil's death? Of course. If we went on a train, the whole Wild West would know about it by now. And what would you like to know? Do I have an alibi?
I don't think there's much point in suspecting you, at least for now. I'm more interested in who you think had a motive.
Good question. Well, let's see. Hong Kong was a smuggler, right? A world-famous criminal and antique dealer with a huge fortune and probably lots of enemies.
That's true, but few people on the train knew him. At least, not personally.
As a detective, do you think everyone is honest with you? That's nice.
So you have no idea?
I say, my friend, that on this train there are secretive, even mysterious, greedy, petty, vengeful, jealous, and perhaps even innocent animals. It's a real traveling circus.
So you're saying it could have been anyone, even you?
Maybe it was the red herring himself.
Uh-huh.
Woher weißt du von diesem Hering?
Interesting.
Das ist verschlossen.
No.
Ja, gut.
You mentioned the red herring. You were joking, if I'm not mistaken. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell.
Joking? Ha! Not at all, my friend. The red herring is a real person, and I have reason to believe he is here among us.
What makes you think that?
Well, you see, the red herring is allegedly the king's super spy. Many believe he is even more than that, a hero working to create a better world.
And what do you think of him?
I don't think anything. I just observe and gather information. But if you really think about it, the herring must be on the train.
Why is that? I'm sorry, but I still don't quite understand.
If he really is a super spy in the service of the King of Clawville, our dear Hector, then he surely wants to ensure the success of the trip, or at least report to his superior. And if he's a masked vigilante, even more so. Either way, our little trip is of historical significance.
And the red herring wouldn't miss the opportunity to be present on such a journey.
You see? It's that simple. And the way events have unfolded, well, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a hand in it.
That's pure baseless speculation, Pesker.
Of course it is. But isn't that what your job is? Speculating until you find some acceptable truth?
Well, yes.
Wait a minute. What if you are the red herring?
Me? Come on, don't be ridiculous. I'm just a dirty bum.
Ja. Aber das mit dem roten Hering würde natürlich dann diese Zeichnung. Schon erklären. So.
Listen.
So. Wie dem auch sei, manchmal. In manchen Fällen ist diese Medizin das einzige Mittel, um einen der Wutanfälle meines lieben Freundes vielleicht zu beenden. So, kann ich da jetzt eigentlich mal was machen?
I don't know what you're implying. Indeed.
Mit sich halten. Genau wie zu Hause.
Let's see. Let's see.
Hier schon nichts viel. Ja.
My dear, how are you?
I know that Mr. Honk Honk was not a good animal, that he was not an honest citizen, but still, it's terrible that this had to happen.
Unfortunately, yes. We would have preferred to punish him within the law one day, but it seems that we will no longer have the opportunity to do so.
This whole thing isn't right.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you.
Something awful seems to be crystallizing on this train.
Could you elaborate?
I don't know. I just feel like this journey is the culmination of something that started a long time ago.
That's an interesting thought. Let's see.
So, Schüttert.
My dear, could you tell me a little more about what you're feeling?
I don't know how to put it into words. It's not fear, not the kind of fear you feel when you're in danger. It's something more.
It's not about you, am I right?
It's neither about me nor anyone else, but rather, it's about everyone. That sounds so cliché.
It's not cliché, my dear. It's reality. Unfortunately, it looks like we're sitting on a powder keg.
You mean here on this train?
More like all over the world.
Right? So you feel it too? There's something terrible, haunting, pervasive in the air. As if the truth has finally died.
I wouldn't go that far, my dear. And I will do everything possible to ensure that the truth comes to light on our journey.
No matter how painful it may be.
A painful truth is still better than a pleasant lie. Am I right? Look at me. Now I'm talking in cliches.
Indeed. Please, Moses. Take care of yourselves. Whatever is going on this train, I fear it could rewrite our entire known world if we don't do something about it.
Don't worry. We'll be here, madam.
Thank you, Moses.
Okay. Ich habe bis jetzt auch von dem Baron noch nicht irgendwas herausgefunden. Das ist das, was mich mit am meisten nervt. Ich weiß von dem einfach gar nichts.
You again. Good
Narkoleptiker.
heavens, why won't you leave us alone? So rude.
Dear Baron, have you heard about the latest incident?
Ha, of course I've heard. My dear sister told me.
Your sister? You mean?
My late sister, yes. Walls are no obstacle to her, nor are closed doors.
And your sister told you what happened?
Exactly. She saw a strange dark figure and heard some weird noises. Someone said, "It can't be you."
When exactly did this happen?
Artemisia woke me up at dawn to tell me that something terrible had happened, that someone had been killed again.
I understand.
You understand? Good for you. So you're saying that your sister, who happens to be a ghost...
A spirit, not a ghost. She doesn't haunt or hurt anyone.
Okay, so your sister, who's a spirit, roams the corridors at night and sees and hears everything?
Well, spirits never sleep, you know. So she sees and hears things that we don't.
Is that why you seem so tired? Distraught?
I'm always extremely tired when Artemisia wakes me up at night. She always tells me disturbing, awful things.
I think I understand.
Please fill me in on this, too.
Thank you, Baron.
Will you leave me alone now? I want to sleep as much as I can. This underwater hell is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
You said you understood. But what exactly? This guy is completely nuts.
I think Mr. Whisker is simply a sleepwalker. That's why he's always tired when his sister visits him at night. And that's why he sees and hears things that he vaguely remembers in the morning, as if it wasn't him, but his sister who experienced them.
So, we have a passenger who walks up and down the train at night, doing who knows what?
He could be our culprit, without even knowing it.
Well, to my slimy, hairy furball.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I would ask him a more pointed question first.
Well, well.
Ja. Gut, dann wollen wir mal schauen.
Tell me, dear Baron, have you ever been awake when your sister was wandering around on the train?
What a strange question, but I think not. She always wanders around when I go to sleep.
I see. I thought so.
What are you getting at? How rude.
Nothing. So, Artemisia told you that before Mr. Honk Honk died, he said to someone, "It can't be you." That was all? Nothing more?
Whatever the goose was referring to, he must have been really surprised when he saw the culprit.
Thank you, dear Baron. You've been very helpful.
Well, good for you. Goodbye.
Deswegen wäre das mit der Hasenlady schon nicht ganz ausgeschlossen.
Well, well.
So, 25, was da drin ist.
Interesting. Let's see.
Oh, das ist interessant.
Have we become smarter? I feel like we're just sinking deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole.
A rabbit hole, you say? More like to the bottom of the sea. I think we've arrived in Nautica.
Can't I just stay here in the cabin? I shudder at the thought of everything being so wet here.
No, my dear friend. I need you.
Okay. But only because you asked so nicely.
Okay. Das habe ich mir jetzt nicht vorgestellt, dass ich einfach diese Futurama-Klasse immer habe.
We arrived in Nautica. The place was breathtaking. It was as if we had stumbled into a strange fairy tale. I had heard stories about the underwater city, the pipes and domes, but I never imagined they had been created with such wonderful artistic care. It reminded me of a pearl, covered by a shell, just as this wonderful city is covered by the endless, impenetrable ocean. The passengers immediately made themselves at home at the station, scattering around and marveling at its grandeur and beauty, like sparkly-eyed children in front of a candy store. Only one person seemed more agitated than usual.
Good heavens. For all that is sacred to the wild ones. What now? Are we ready? Are we really ready for this?
I understand that the murder has upset you, Pierre, but please.
Murder? What murder?
What do you mean, what murder? Mr. Honk Honk is dead.
I mean, of course, it's terrible, horrible, good gracious, but that's not our biggest problem right now.
It's not?
No, not at all. Miss Diva Latuna is coming and will be traveling with us.
Ah, Diva Latuna.
Miss Diva Latuna Oysterhouse, to be more precise. The wilderness's finest opera singer, actress, pride of Nautica, peace ambassador, and by the way, a born, real baroness.
Whew, quite a package, that's for sure.
And what's the problem, if I may ask?
Problem? There's no problem. Well, I hope there isn't. You see, the diva is extremely delicate and has very unique needs. We set up a special water room for her on the train. And although the Cloville Express has seen special guests on board before, we've never had to create such a special suite.
That sounds wonderful, Pierre, but you really don't need to be alarmed about it.
Well, you know, the diva not only has a celebrity status, but also a rather fearsome reputation, if even the smallest detail is not right.
She turns into a real diva.
More seriousness, Plato.
Miss Latuna must not find out that someone was killed.
Two someones.
two someones. Two someones were killed on the train she is about to set her magnificent feet on. If that gets out, it's all over.
When is the lady arriving?
In an hour and a half, I think.
Then we have a little time to prepare for this big event. Calm down, Pierre. We'll talk to everyone and ask them not to mention the terrible events, if possible.
Would you really do that? Oh, thank you, detectives. You don't know how much this helps me. In the meantime, I'll get everything ready.
Do that, Pierre.
Gut. Dann lass mal quatschen.
Fantastic, isn't it? A bird in an underwater city. It could be the title of a movie. Life is such an adventure, isn't it?
A cat underwater is just as bizarre.
Bizarre? It's amazing. Just look around.
You said you've been everywhere in the world, but it's as if you're seeing Nautica for the first time.
I have been everywhere, buddy, just as you say. But Nautica is huge, and the central station is the heart of the city. I'm more familiar with the more remote areas. You know, where people are...
Are up to no good?
No, people who are less wealthy.
Come to think of it, did you even buy a ticket when you sneaked onto the train?
Oh, my, look at that! A seahorse guy who's expecting a baby! Isn't that wonderful?
Whoa! Did he just brush us off?
Just a bit. Just a little bit.
Wir wollen noch reden. So, was bitten? Sicher, meine Freunde. Das fällt wirklich. Wir müssen für gerne was loswerden. Also, achso, ja, das mit Latuna. Ja, gut, das. Achso, ich kann ihn da jetzt was fragen.
May I ask where you heard about Madame Latuna?
I grew up in a rather miserable place, in the belly of Averia, in the heart of the mountain, which is not mentioned in any travel guides. We didn't really have anything to eat, but my foster mother had an old radio, and Miss Latuna was on it all the time. She was young then, very young. They called her a child prodigy, but she had the voice of an angel. When I looked up at the sky between the rocks and heard her singing, I felt like I was flying. And I felt like I knew her, and she knew me. Then, as much as I could, alongside my my shipping business, I followed her career. I've been a big fan ever since, because she's partly responsible for who I am today. She made me want to be free.
Well, that was extremely honest and revealing. Thank you. I understand how you feel, Mr. Windrider. I really do.
Can I tell you a secret, since we're being so revealing?
A secret? Of course.
My real name isn't Windrider.
I had a hunch.
Then, what's your real name?
My real name is Marco Paniatopoulos, but I felt it was a bit of a mouthful for an adventurer.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But your name isn't Wildflower either, is it?
Yes, that's my real registered name.
If Moses were to take on a pseudonym, it'd be something like Moses, I'm the best.
Ha, ha, ha.
Vielleicht machst du, okay.
Indeed.
So, der Borne unter Wasserstand muss ein Beispiel zur Unterführung gewesen sein.
This makes me shiver.
What exactly, Plato?
Can't you feel it? This pressure? Only a thin layer of glass separates us from the endless ocean. I can almost hear the creaking as cracks begin to form and the glass suddenly surrenders to the relentless force.
Don't be paranoid, my dear friend. This city has been standing for over a century, and Nautican architects and glassmakers are famous far and wide.
But eventually, everything will collapse, won't it? What if it happens right now?
Then we'll die so quickly that you probably won't even realize it. Let that thought reassure you. There's nothing we can do about it anyway.
You really understand the language of animals, Moses. Now I feel completely calm.
Very good. Then let's continue with the investigation.
Sarkasmus zur Abendlektüre hinzufügen.
Listen.
Habe ich das gehört? Vielleicht ein kleines Knistern? Nein, das bin ich nur ein. Fangen jetzt nicht damit an. Oh, nein.
Yeah, although this place gives me the chills, I must admit, it's as if time has stopped here.
Indeed. The style and sophistication with which the Nautican artists construct their buildings is astonishing.
Yeah, it really is. But that's enough. Let's get the hell out of here.
Plato, we still have a lot to do here. My dear, we have a small request to ask of you.
What do you want?
You see, you may have heard, but there will be a new passenger on the train.
Miss Diva Latuna, the world-famous singer.
That stuck-up hussy? Why should I care about that?
Well, you see, to avoid panic, it would be good if Miss Latuna didn't find out about the deaths.
So, you want me to lie to protect the fragile psyche of the great diva?
Wir wollen einfach nur Frieden, niemand weiteres Gutes nächste. Das ist wichtig. Nicht anders geht, wenn sie einsperren.
You guys are real idealists, aren't you? It's almost cute. Well, I won't say anything, but I won't lie either. If she just asks me, I'll tell her the truth.
I think we can agree on that. I don't think she'd ask such a question out of nowhere.
Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Then goodbye, gentlemen.
Noch eine Sache. Wie geht's? Wie es mir geht? Entschuldigung, ich verstehe die Frage nicht. Einfach nur, wie es ihnen geht. An Fahrzeugkraften. Das werden sie jetzt tun. Nein, also... Mit ihnen habe ich diese Folge ehrlich gesagt nicht erwartet. Hat das etwas mit der Ermittlung zu tun? Nein, gar nicht. Wir wollten nur sicher gehen, dass es ihnen gut geht. Wirklich, das überrascht mich. Ich glaube, ich habe noch gar nicht darüber nachgedacht, wie ich mich fühle. Ich empfinde eine Art Leere und vielleicht, aber auf jeden Fall sehne ich mich nach Veränderung. Möglich würde ich, wenn alles vorbei ist und wir uns nicht mitten im Krieg befinden, gerne in Clawville bleiben. Es wäre schmerzlich, nach Slowenien zurückzukehren. Ich wüsste nicht, was ich damit mehr opfern sollte. Wenn wir dabei helfen können, wenn wir das gerne tun, jede Form. Wir werden ein gutes Wort für sie erlegen. Werden wir nicht im Gefängnis landen? Ja, genau. Danke, Detectives. So.
Let's go. Dear sir, I imagine you too have been deeply affected by recent events.
Just another corpse, am I right? I'm not even surprised anymore.
We understand why you feel this way. Nevertheless, we would like to ask you something.
Me? What is it? You want me to do your job for you?
We just wanted to ask you not to mention the murders to the new passenger when she boards the train. Of course, it will probably come out eventually, but to avoid panic, it's better not to rush things.
What do I care who panics and who doesn't? This train is already heading for its doom.
Please, Separ. It would mean a lot to us and to Pierre.
All right. Why not? It doesn't bother me anymore. I'll keep quiet, because it doesn't matter anyway. My mission is over.
Your mission? So, that mission, what exactly did you mean?
To tell you the truth, I was hoping we could get this over with.
Get what over with exactly?
I would like to make a confession.
Ah, finally, we're getting somewhere.
We're listening, Ambassador.
I have failed. I came here on a mission, but unfortunately, I failed.
Failed, sir?
I think I can admit it openly now, since the damage has been done. My task was to prevent the death of Ambassador Ignat.
The what?
I don't quite understand. You? Why you?
Because if what unfortunately happened had happened, Taroga would have been held responsible. Because of who Ambassador Ignat really was. A butcher and a war criminal who committed terrible acts against our people. As soon as we learned that an assassination attempt was likely being planned against the ambassador, I was immediately sent to Stavonia to find out everything I could. The whole thing was disguised as a simple diplomatic visit, of course.
So that's why you were in Stavonia, and didn't board the train until later.
Then, when the incident happened, I was sure it was really you, Mr. Wildflower.
Well, I can understand that.
But later I realized that it didn't make any sense. And the murder of the goose completely confused me. I don't know what to think. All I know is that I failed. Whatever happens between now and our return to Clawville, everyone will end up believing that Tarogo was responsible, and Tarogo is part of the Clawville Empire. So war will be inevitable, and my people will be the primary target.
Unless we can find the real culprit, expose them, and bring them to justice.
Perhaps. But you know that's not how the world works. This is a game played by the powerful, who are just looking for a pretext to do what they want to do anyway. A diplomatic disaster is going to happen one way or another. All it took was a spark.
And we are that spark.
Forgive me. I didn't mean to burden you with this. Clearing your own names is problem enough.
Not when it concerns the entire wilderness. If there is no other way, I will take responsibility myself.
As Moses says. Wait a minute. What?
You heard me, my dear friend. If this is the only way to make these atrocities look like the machinations of a sick mind and not a grand political conspiracy, and if it will stop the outbreak of war, I will gladly do it.
And I will not allow that.
Thank you, my dear friend. I appreciate it. But unfortunately, it's not up to you.
You are a truly noble soul, Mr. Wildflower. Not at all as cold and calculating as they describe you. Much more romantic and idealistic.
Perhaps I am. But for me, there is no question that if I have to choose between myself and peace, I choose peace.
I still don't think it's that simple. But your words are reassuring. And perhaps they give me a little faith. After all, what are we here for if we can't even trust our faith?
As you say, Separ. As you say.
Guck mal. So, ich würde sagen, okay.
Where do you think this leads?
I think it leads straight to the ocean. I guess the workers who monitor the station's condition use these to go in and out.
To the ocean? But then why do they leave it open like this? What if someone falls in?
Just watch your step, Plato, and you'll be fine.
Das Warnband könnte vielleicht hilfreich sein. Oder ein netter Hinweis, aufzupassen. So. Gucken wir doch mal.
I can't believe the effort the Nauticans put into making their cities accessible to land animals.
I hadn't even thought about that. We're here at the bottom of the ocean, breathing without any problems.
As far as I know, most of the Nautican cities are still filled with water. But the more important ones have dry areas, like this station.
It's amazing. I can't deny it. And in Clawville, there are more and more water hotels. And in certain parts of the city, you can see similar tubes in which aquatic animals can travel.
If the Clawville dream doesn't go down the drain, pardon the pun, then the two worlds may merge even more in the near future.
Nice thought. But you really believe that the coexistence of species is sustainable in the long run?
I don't know, Plato. I'd rather say that I'd like to believe in it.
Okay, das ist interessant. Glas drauf. Und eine Zigarette. Achso, das ist das mit den Seepferdmann der Babys.
Tell me.
So marine animals travel through these tubes?
Something like that. They travel through some, while others are used to transport things. It's similar to a pneumatic tube system, only on a larger scale.
And filled with water, which makes the system even faster thanks to the pressure.
Indeed. A valid point. What must it feel like to travel in one of these?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. Thanks.
Where does your irrational fear of water come from?
Irrational? It's the most rational thing in the world. At least, for a feline.
The wonder of the mind. Science aside, reality is different for everyone. Am I right?
So, was haben wir hier? Sauerstoff.
And what's this?
This is the Diva's own oxygen tank. Or to be more precise, it contains oxygen-enriched, purified, and scented seawater, which Miss Latuna will breathe during our trip.
Scented water? I didn't see that coming.
Well, yes. Purified, refined, and scented water is quite fashionable amongst the Nautican elite these days.
I have no further questions.
Interessant.
No.
So, Pierre.
Tell me, Pierre, did you manage to, take care of Mr. Honk Honk?
Of course, I can assure you that no one will accidentally bump into him.
That's a creepy way of putting it.
Oh, perhaps I phrased it a little poorly. My apologies.
No problem, Pierre, and thank you for taking care of it. Let's hope it doesn't happen again.
We've had enough surprises on these trips, that's for sure. I barely have enough hands to take care of everything.
Yes, we agree on that.
Okay. So, gehen wir kurz einmal aufs Klo. Und dann komme ich mit einem Getränk wieder zurück, um euch ins Wochenende zu schicken. Komme ich wieder. So, musste feststellen, ich habe vergessen, Bier zu kaufen. Aber anyway, nehmen wir halt eine andere Dose. Ja. So, ich wünsche euch trotzdem ein schönes Wochenende. Also Prost, Kampai, Cheers, Sloshy und hau weg die Scheiße auf euch. Ei. Habe ich auch schon lange nicht mehr getrunken. Oh, geht richtig gut, oder? Speaky. So. Ich ja endlich. Map ist abgelenkt. Durch die Ankunft der Diva. Nichts, nein. Wir wollten sie nicht stören. Behalten Sie in Ruhe auf den Seines vor. Wie ich sehe, haben Sie alle Hände voll zu tun. Wie bitte? Oh, weil ich eine Spinne bin und so viele Hände habe. Ja, touché. Sehr schön, Mr. Wolflock. Jetzt war ja Pech. Wirklich gesucht und gefunden. Was sagen Sie? Auch nichts. Let's go.
May I ask how the Clawville Express is able to travel underwater?
Amazing, isn't it? A true scientific marvel. But in fact, the train does not travel underwater.
Not? Then where are we?
we're heading toward the depths of the ocean. But the train is perfectly dry. That's because we're actually traveling through a tunnel made of glass. It's essentially a kind of tube system that connects the surface to the city of Nautica.
You mean like a pneumatic tube?
Yes, exactly. A very astute analogy. The Clawville Express is essentially hurtling through the glass corridor like a pneumatic tube, while being constantly battered by the immense power of the ocean.
That, I admit, sounds a little dangerous.
Are you afraid of water?
Well, you could say that. But the immense power of the ocean definitely terrifies me.
There's no need to worry. The pipe system has been in place for 10 years. And during that time, there have only been 2 serious collapses.
Collapses?
Please don't use such words in front of him. Plato, he gets a little nervous around water.
Around water? More like right in the middle of it.
Well, that especially. But thank you for the useful information, Pierre.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Tell me, Pierre, what else can you tell me about Miss Oysterhouse?
Well, she's a world-famous singer who has developed her own unique style. Singing underwater is exotic in itself, but she has taken it to a whole new level.
And she's also a real baroness?
Exactement. She's a descendant of a very distinguished Nautica lineage that traces its family tree all the way back to the Great Spawning.
The Great Spawning?
As is well known, that was the momentous historical event during which the inhabitants of Nautica occupied this underwater valley some 600 years ago.
As is well known.
Oh, I didn't mean to offend.
No problem, Pierre. Plato has very thick fur. He'll take it.
Of course.
So, she's a true noblewoman and an artist to boot. Interesting.
There's more. Rumor has it that she is also a medium. She is involved in the occult, you see. She talks to spirits.
To the fluffy heavens. Here we go again.
I'm just saying what I hear, gentlemen. Nothing more.
Thank you, Pierre.
Könnt ihr sich mal unterhalten, so.
No.
So. Schniff, schniff.
Well, well.
Und tatsächlich, da ist es ganz leichter Duft. Ich weiß nicht, wie ich es beschreiben soll. Schwer mit den lieblichen Düften am Land zu vergleichen.
No.
Okay.
Let's see what all the fluff is about.
You're not swooning over Miss Latuna, are you?
I can't stand it when people idolize someone like that. She's just an animal, isn't she? She may be talented, well-off, beautiful, and rich, but... Well, actually, those are quite a few good points.
Anyway, we'll see. I'll try not to be prejudiced. I'm sure she's a really nice lady.
Yeah, if you say so.
Dann kommt dazu so Katzenfisch. So Katze- und Thunfisch vor allem.
Ah, finally. You're the porters, right?
Nein.
Here we go again. We need to change our wardrobe, Moses.
Hopefully not, my dear friend.
But what are you standing around for? Hurry up! Ugh, these landlubbers.
I'm sorry, my dear lady, but we're not porters. I'm Moses Wildflower, and this is my partner, Plato Palladius. We're both detectives of the Clawville Police Department.
Detectives? On a diplomatic train? What for? Did someone get killed?
Well, our job is to ensure the smooth and safe travel of the passengers.
Really? But what kind of world do we live in that we need to call detectives on a trip like this? It's ridiculous.
She's a very nice lady indeed. Fish.
Quiet, Plato.
So, what else do you want? Secure the scene or whatever the hell you do. Just don't stand there staring at me. Haven't you ever seen a baroness before?
We're leaving now, ma'am. We won't bother you any longer.
A real angel.
All right, Plato. I understood it the first time. You were right. This woman is
Ja.
Go ahead, let it out. It's not healthy to keep it inside.
a harpy.
That's it. I expected something a little harsher, but it's a good start. How did it feel?
Well, surprisingly good.
See? Sometimes you need something like this. Now let's secure the scene.
Right.
Good.
Please say that no one's going to babble about, you know what?
I don't know what you're talking about. Moses?
No, I don't understand either. Could you explain, Pierre? Don't speak in half sentences.
You know what I mean, the thing. Or rather, the two things, the thing we don't talk about.
Still don't get it.
It is really difficult to communicate with you like this, Pierre.
But, you know, oh.
Okay, I can't take it anymore. Enough.
We were just joking with you, Pierre. A little harmless fun, to loosen you up a bit.
Loosen me up? I almost had a heart attack.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't our intention.
Maybe just a little.
Gentlemen, please, calm me down.
It's okay, Pierre. We've talked to everyone. They won't mention the thing, or rather the two things, to Miss Latuna, unless she asks about it specifically. But why would she do that?
Yes, I think that will do for now. Just one more day and we'll be in Clawville. We just have to hold out until then.
I'm sure nothing unexpected will happen.
Moses?
Well, I can't be sure, but I hope so, and we'll do everything we can to make sure of it.
Right. Good. That's enough for me. Thank you, gentlemen. And your joke?
Once again, I apologize for it.
No, you are right. I was a little too caught up in this. It's good that you pulled me out of it a little.
See, Moses? Sometimes that's all it takes. A good joke, and everything works out.
I wouldn't have believed it, but I'm learning great wisdom from you on this journey, my dear friend.
See? I am valuable.
Ja, das wussten wir. So. Keine Frage, mit uns reist. Wissen Sie, es ist jetzt. Ich habe erst jetzt Munterung erfahren, aber soweit ich weiß, ist Botschafter Ebner ein großer Fan. Und ich denke, wurde sie eingeladen, damit es ihm gut geht. Tja, Gesang wird nicht mehr genießen können. Nicht so laut, sie könnte uns hören. Okay.
A spider? What is he doing here? And what is this ridiculous uniform?
Well, madame, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm a representative of the Clawville Express.
Nonsense! Are you trying to insult me? What is this? Some kind of joke?
Ma'am, I assure you that all is in order. Pierre is not only a representative of the Express, but also a terrific conductor who will cater to your every need during the journey. I can vouch for him myself.
Oh, I've never heard anything like this in my life. Entrusting such a responsibility to an insect. But, excuse me, I really don't mean to offend you.
Come now, you haven't offended me at all, my lady. I understand completely.
Like hell you do. You better apologize to Pierre, Missy.
Missy!
If I may, please, everyone is tired and there are a lot of packages. How about we help you carry them, ma'am? And Pierre will show you to the cabin that Clawville Express has prepared just for you.
So you are porters after all, am I right? But that's the first sensible thing I've heard today. So yes, do that. Take my luggage.
Plato.
Yes, Moses. Let's take the luggage.
Und wir entscheiden uns jetzt nicht spontan doch nur ein bisschen Thunfisch essen zu wollen. So, auf Kaffee. Ja, okay. Also, was will los? Mal sehen. Das wird angesprochen. Ich scheine nie zweimal hinzusehen. Manchmal ganz ausflüssig. Gut. Gucken wir sicherheitshalber nochmal nach. Siehste.
Dear madam, we heard that you are still traveling in a cabin with your father, if I may put it that way.
And with Mr. Honk Honk too, indeed. The latter, I confess I did not expect.
Isn't that strange? I mean, doesn't it give you the creeps?
Not in the least. Pierre has cruelly separated my living quarters, and as strange as it may sound, and as much as it may not be like me, it feels good to be close to my father on his last journey.
It does sound strange.
I think I get it, Plato. And if I'm not mistaken, death is treated very differently in Stavonia than in our tradition.
We take photographs of our deceased loved ones and keep vigil with them in a room for days before burying them. We also talk to them to calm their spirits. This is how we honor their memory. And we don't want to get rid of them as quickly as possible, like in Clawville.
I thought you admired Clawville.
It's freedom, definitely. But there are aspects of it that even I find too cold.
I can understand that. Thank you, ma'am.
If that helps.
Das ist zum Beispiel gut zu wissen. So. So, das geht zur Arbeit. Okay.
So, this is it. The water room. One of the Clawville Express's greatest prides.
It is indeed. How should I put it? Adequate. Adequate enough.
Thank you, madame.
We have all your luggage brought up, ma'am. Is there anything else you'd like? Perhaps some coffee or tea?
Some tea would be nice, yes.
My partner means yes, ma'am. We'll take care of it.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to explore this little hole.
Oui, madame. Gentlemen, out.
What? Are you all right, Pierre?
Am I all right? Well, I'm thrilled.
Oh,
Miss Latuna loved her room, and she's happy with me too.
Are we watching the same show?
I couldn't have asked for more.
I'm glad you feel that way. The important thing in the end is that everyone is happy.
Did I have a stroke or something?
Goodbye, gentlemen. See you later.
Goodbye, Pierre.
What was that?
Pierre was so terrified of this woman that his mind embellished reality a little, and he clings to the smallest crumb that could be called good.
Poor guy. The way that woman treats him, and us for that matter, is simply outrageous.
Unfortunately, we'll have to put up with it a little longer. But remember, we'll be in Clawville soon, so grit your teeth and bear it somehow.
Blackie, du bist zu spät.
Yes, boss.
That's the spirit.
Bin schon fast fertig.
However, while we wait for Miss Latuna to tidy herself up a bit, don't you think we should take a closer look at something?
We gonna finally crack that secret decoder thing?
Ja.
It's about time, isn't it?
You bet, boss. Off to the Fox Cave.
To the... what?
So what do you think that thing hides?
I don't know. I still think it might be some kind of decoder. Something is hidden inside it, obviously, but it could also just be a simple toy.
But why would anyone want to give Ambassador Ignat a toy?
Remember, my dear friend, we don't know if it was really meant for him. Just because he was looking for the box and its contents doesn't mean it was originally intended for him.
This case is puzzling.
I think it will become clearer once we decipher the code.
Jo.
So what are we waiting for?
Nee, wir hatten das um 9 halt jetzt schon das ganze Thema mit, von wegen, hey, ich gehe nochmal aufs Klo, ich hole mir was zu trinken, dann ups, ich hab kein Bier, dann hatte ich halt dann nur Spezi und dann kam das Übliche und ja. So.
Should we get started?
Yes, just a moment, and we can begin.
Bin kurz von 9 runter. Ja, dann würde ich knapp verpassen. Aber halb so wild, ne? Das wichtig ist, dass du dann trotzdem, dass du zumindest davon ausgegangen bist, dass ich es vergesse oder nicht auf die Uhr geguckt habe, wie sonst. Hab aber auch eine Spezi. Aber Glasflasche, ja, ich nehme die große Dosenvariante. So.
Let's not waste any time.
But let's handle it with care, dear friend. I have a feeling that this object is not only mysterious, but also valuable.
So. Wir drehen die Räder, um die Glyphen gemäß den Hinweis auszurichten. So, okay. Ah. Ach so, okay. Was ein Rätsel.
That looks really familiar.
Of course it does. It's the name of that strange plant we saw in Ambassador Mujara's cabin.
The yellow flower hidden under the glass?
Oh.
It's no coincidence that it's receiving such special attention. It must be extremely important. But still, what could this be? Advice? Guidance? A warning?
I think the simplest thing to do is to ask the ambassador or his pretty little assistant.
Yes, I agree.
Gentlemen,
Oh nein.
Yes, Pierre.
Miss Latuna would like to see you. She says it's extremely urgent.
That's strange.
Ja,
Indeed it is.
wenn man mal bedenkt,
Thank
wie
you, Pierre. We'll be right there.
knifflig das erste Rätsel
What
war.
does she want? She didn't want to see us earlier.
We'll find out soon enough.
So, jetzt können wir erstmal umgucken. So.
Pierre really went all in with this.
No wonder he was so excited about the diva's arrival.
This must have cost a fortune.
Well, we got the smallest cabin on the whole train.
Don't be greedy, dear Plato. I'm sure you'll be able to travel in a similar carriage one day.
Of course, Moses. Especially if we can avoid prison.
I see the diva already feels at home.
Even if it's only a few days' trip. These celebrities, they think the world is at their feet.
I would never want that kind of fame.
Well, if we solve this case, we might get some. And I could handle it.
Don't get your hopes up, my dear friend. Whatever the outcome of this journey, the Crown Clawville will certainly try with all its might to keep it a secret.
You're a real party pooper, Moses.
I know. Mirror, mirror, wise and sane. Who is the killer on this train?
It's you, Moses Wildflower.
Plato, that's not funny.
Sorry, just slipped out. A wig for fish?
Don't be so narrow-minded. Why not? Just imagine how majestically it would float in the water.
Actually, you have a point. Do you think it would be intrusive if I asked Miss Latuna to try it on and show us?
Yes, I think it would.
Eh. Is there really a water-filled room inside the room? I'm going crazy.
Living with aquatic animals has been impossible for centuries, but it seems to be becoming more and more common as technology advances.
It's true that in Clawville, you see more and more water tubes running alongside the roads, and tanker trucks are also running more frequently.
See? There's nothing special about it, but the technology is still in its infancy.
Still, such a fuss over a single passenger.
Yes, well, Miss Latuna is not just a star, but apparently also has serious political influence.
I bet Herringway is your favorite. What? So this is a seabed. What?
Jemand weiß hier die Witze nicht zu schätzen. So.
Well, well.
Kultivierte Dame mit fast überirdischer Ausstrahlung. Nur die Persönlichkeit ebenso Atmosphäre.
Ma'am, here we are.
Since you are police officers, I thought I would turn to you.
Yes, ma'am. Of course. How can we help you?
I wanted to see Ambassador Ignat, as he's an old personal friend of mine.
A personal friend?
But that insect.
Pierre?
Yes, Pierre. Well, he won't let me see him. He keeps saying that the ambassador isn't feeling well and things like that.
Well, we can confirm that.
Nonsense. What's a little headache? Ignat and I haven't seen each other in years. I'm sure he's looking forward to seeing me too.
Well, yes, certainly. But
I insist. Sort it out. I want to see him in half an hour. I'll powder my nose in the meantime. Am I clear?
But...
No buts. Please don't waste my time. Chop, chop. Tell the ambassador I'm coming.
yes, ma'am. We'll take care of it.
We will? Really?
Really.
Good. So, what are you waiting for?
We'll take care of it? Really?
I have to admit I haven't quite figured out how yet.
You don't say. Now we're in deep, deep shit.
Don't worry, my dear friend. We'll think of something. But since we're here, we might as well look around a bit.
Sure. We've got all the time in the world.
Is that sarcasm?
What do you think?
So,
Well, well.
ja.
This room is truly amazing.
Well, I can't deny it. I have to admit, the Express have outdone themselves.
Compliments aren't her strong suit. Am I right?
I beg your pardon?
Nothing.
So, tell me, where are you staying in Clawville?
I heard that a prestigious hotel exclusively for aquatic animals has recently opened. The Neptunian, with luxury aquatic rooms and corridors.
Really? I hadn't heard that.
Your country is slowly moving towards enlightenment, and perhaps the so-called Clawvillian dream.
Haven't we already been living that way?
Oh, come on. You keep preaching about peaceful coexistence, while your city is the most dangerous place in all the wilderness. I hear the police even have a special predatory division. I mean, how barbaric!
Well, I can't deny that.
See?
So, you've known Ambassador Ignat for a long time?
He was a young soldier when we met. You see, the Stavonian forces were stationed in Nautica for quite some time, during that ugly naval conflict with the Grassmore fleet.
And is that where you became friends?
More than friends.
Oh dear.
Please don't get the wrong idea. We just formed a really important and close bond there.
And then? Did you keep in touch?
On and off. You know my professional life and Ignat's political career and all those nasty wars. That's why I'm so looking forward to us finally seeing each other again.
I understand.
Die haben sich so lange nicht gesehen.
I would feel the same way.
Why are you acting so strangely?
Ah, too many prunes for breakfast. They give me gas.
I see. Is that a landlubber thing?
Oh, yes, ma'am. It is.
I'm listening, Chief. So, how do we get out of this?
You remember that I mentioned several times how good you are at imitating voices?
Yeah, although I don't think it's true. But yes, I remember.
And do you also remember that Miss Latuna said she hadn't seen Ambassador Ignat in a long time?
Uh-huh.
And do you also remember how much junk there is in poor Honk Honk's room? Fancy clothes, for example?
Of course.
And also that Pierre very cleverly hinted to Miss Latuna that Ambassador Ignat wasn't feeling very well.
Yes.
So, put the pieces together.
What pieces? Imitating voices? Saw him a long time ago? All kinds of clothing? Not feeling well? Oh, what? Don't tell me.
Yes, my dear friend, you will pretend to be Ambassador Ignat behind a screen, and Miss Latuna will believe you.
But that's crazy.
Yes, but it's the only crazy thing that might work.
But, eh?
No buts, my friend. Just a short performance. You'll pretend to be sick so you can't have contact with Miss Latuna, and maybe even your voice will be a little different. You'll say a few nice words, how good it is to see each other, and then the meeting is over. Tomorrow we'll arrive in Clawville anyway. Well, what do you say?
That you've gone completely mad on this journey. But somehow I can understand.
Fantastic. Let's get ready. The half hour will soon be up.
So, Verkleidung mit Gegenständen aus der Umgebung, um Spiele von Nacht zu haben. Und die Umrisse müssen übereinstimmen. Ein Foto helfen. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Not really. Nah.
Was für die Schulter und was in der Hand.
What? Nah.
Achso.
What? No way. Not really. Nah.
Das ist besser.
What?
Oder auch nicht.
No way.
Das noch für irgendwas benutzen?
No way.
Ah, guck mal.
Nah. What? What?
Haha!
Ignat? Is that really you? What happened to you?
Just a nasty cold, my dear. Nothing serious.
Your voice sounds awful. I hardly recognize you.
Really?
Well, I guess it's gone down to my throat.
Surely.
How have you been lately?
How have I been lately? We haven't seen each other in years, and that's what you asked me. Huh. I see you haven't changed a bit.
See, that's just the way I am. Good old Ignat.
Yes, good old Ignat.
So, I'll see you in Clawville then, my love. I'll be better by then. But now, if you'll excuse me.
Okay, enough of this. You didn't seriously think I'd fall for this ruse?
No, I don't understand. Sweetie.
Sweetie. Oh, enough of this charade. If anyone knows drama and bad actors, it's me.
So...
Are we busted?
Oh, that is an understatement. And I want answers now. I'll be waiting for you in my room.
Well, that worked fantastically. You're a genius, Moses.
Well, we had to try it. I didn't hear you suggest a better idea.
You're right. But I don't like making a fool of myself.
You didn't have to. But really? Sweetie?
I had to improvise something. There was a slight chance it would work. We're gonna get a serious dressing down. I feel like a bad kid.
Look on the bright side, Plato. While we're there, we can question the diva more thoroughly. We can find out exactly why she's here. I have a feeling that it has something to do with the murders in some strange, convoluted way.
Yeah, but remember one thing, Moses. Our clock is ticking. We'll be in Clawville tomorrow. And if we don't find all the answers...
Yes, then I'll be the prime suspect.
And what if it's the clucking chicken police that arrest you?
That would be foul. You can't let that happen, dear friend.
No way! I'd rather kill you if I have to.
That won't be necessary.
Okay.
Das Schlimmste ist, dass die Chicken Police mich da halt festnimmt. Okay, So, warte mal. Kann ich mir jetzt eigentlich mal den... So. Okay, ich kann nichts.
We found ourselves back in Miss Latuna's private quarters. It was getting dark, but we were still under the ocean, in a room that contained its own little private sea. It was poetic and surreal. There stood before us the diva herself, Baroness and Starfish, who, now realizing we had tried to deceive her, seemed even more frightening than ever. What were we going to do? How could we turn this situation to our advantage? Many questions swirled around in my head, but I was sure that more lies would only draw us deeper into the depths. So, the moment of truth had come. And since we were already here, I had a few pointed questions up my sleeve.
Okay.
Well, here they are. The pride of the Clawvillian crown, no less.
Look, Miss Latuna, we can explain.
I was hoping you would. So, how did Ignat die? And when exactly?
How do you know he's dead?
I spoke to him last night. His ghost visited me. You see, I can talk to the dead.
Oh, please. Not you two.
If you knew all along that the ambassador was dead, why did you let us play this charade?
I was curious to see what you would do, and what that would reveal about you.
And what does that tell you about us?
That you fear the consequences as much as I do. And that you didn't do it.
What? Why? We acted exactly as someone trying to cover their tracks would. No body, no crime.
I can see your aura, Moses Wildflower. I know for a fact that you would never be capable of murder. Not willingly, anyway.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Although I'm not so sure myself.
I think it's time we had a talk. I imagine you're interested in why Ignat ended up on this journey. Beyond the obvious.
The obvious?
Beyond the fact that I was his lover.
Ah! Yeah, that was obvious.
So, any questions? Now comes the interrogation, am I right? I've always been interested in how this really works.
Well, yes. Just relax. You are not a suspect. We just want to understand your role in this whole story.
Come at me, gentlemen.
Okay. Ja. Upsi. Das. Ich will noch mal eben mir das noch mal anschauen. Okay. So, daran wollen wir mal.
Miss Latuna Oysterhouse. Are we questioning her? Or is she questioning us? I'm not sure. Maybe both at the same time. Either way, I'll need all my experience and, of course, all the knowledge I've gathered so far if I want to get the whole truth out of her. Take a deep breath. This is going to be a deep dive. So, you're saying that your relationship was romantic. How real was it?
Real? You mean physical?
Well, yes. Sort of.
You're not embarrassed, are you, detective?
A little. I admit, this topic makes me uncomfortable.
Just think about it. How real and physical can a relationship be when you're 1,000 miles apart?
Not that much.
Very good. Well done, detective. Your powers of deduction are most outstanding.
Thank you.
So.
Would you mind telling us how it all started between you two?
As I said, it was a long time ago. We were both young. Ignat was a highly ambitious soldier. At that time, he was just a corporal in the Stavonian Navy. I was singing in a club. You know, land animals were rare in Nautica back then. We were both exotic to each other.
I think I understand. And how long did this last between you?
The Stavonian forces were only stationed there for 2 years. Then one day, he was ordered home.
And you haven't seen each other since?
Only twice, when life brought us together. But we mostly kept in touch by letter. Ignat never missed a month. His letters arrived on time for almost 20 years.
Ich kann da halt jetzt natürlich nicht sagen, was falsch ist.
I see. I think you're telling the truth. Or rather, you really believe what you're saying.
You're a living lie detector, aren't you?
Well, I use all my senses when I question someone. The actual questions and answers are really only part of the whole thing.
Just do what you think is best, Detective. I have nothing to hide.
Did Ignat's family know about your relationship?
You're fishing for sordid details, aren't you? I thought you were a detective, not a tabloid hack.
Please, this is indeed an important issue given the current circumstances.
Ignat's family didn't know I existed, but I knew a lot about them from his letters. I knew his wife, Capia, almost as a friend. He wrote so much about her.
And Kunya, his daughter?
I only knew she existed, but he never talked about her in detail.
He didn't seem very emotional, at least when it came to his own child.
Or maybe their relationship was so pure that he didn't want to involve her in something as sinful and secretive as ours was. But either way, family came first for Ignat. I'm sure of that.
Glaube ich irgendwie nicht, ne?
Unfortunately, I cannot agree with that, and neither can Ignat's only daughter. According to Kunya, her father was always cold and distant towards her, and even despised her.
Oh, that spoiled little brat. Just as her father described her.
But you just said he didn't write about her.
Well, just a few passing thoughts. After Capia's death, when Kunya was only 7 years old, they lost all contact. And the girl also lost her faith in Stavonia. And in her father. Rumor has it that she longs to go straight to Clawville, that hotbed of filth and crime.
Thank you on behalf of all my fellow Clawvillian citizens. What was the purpose of your meeting in Clawville?
Oh, please. It's not proper to ask a lady such questions. The delights of my bedroom are my own personal business.
I'm afraid you misunderstand me, but that's also a kind of answer. So, would it have just been a brief encounter? Or were you planning something more long-term?
I admit I don't know myself. Ignat tended to make promises in his letters. I don't know how serious he was about what he said.
So he promised you something?
Oh, he always promised. He said his wife had been dead for a long time, and maybe it was time for him to remarry.
So he would have married you?
He only hinted at it. But I'm not a naive girl. I didn't take it completely seriously. I didn't even care. I just wanted to see him at last, alive and well.
I'm sorry that won't be possible.
Me too, Detective. Me too.
How do you think the animals saw Ambassador Ignat?
What do you mean? I don't quite understand the question.
Since someone killed him, he must have had some detractors, enemies even. And let's face it, many people weren't all that surprised by the crime.
I don't understand what you're getting at. He was a gentleman through and through. Many may have envied him, but everyone who knew Ignat loved him.
Das glaube ich aber eher nicht.
We heard and experienced exactly the opposite. Ignat treated and spoke to everyone condescendingly. What's more, there were rumors circulating about his horrific acts during the war.
Well, maybe. He was a somewhat divisive figure.
Divisive? That's putting it mildly. There are plenty of people on this train who had a motive to get rid of him, and it wasn't because he was loved and popular.
All right, yes. Ignat was tough, ruthless and fearless, but he was almost a demigod among animals. He couldn't stand those who existed on levels below him. How could you understand that? Only the powerful understand the terrible and terribly lonely burden that comes with power.
Well, that was honest and scary and rude. But thank you anyway.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Okay.
Do you think Ignat's death could have been politically motivated?
What else could it have been? As a private individual, he was a truly charming and unblemished person.
Unblemished, apart from the secret affair and war crimes.
Alleged war crimes.
I was hoping you wouldn't deny the affair, at least.
Look, he may not have been a perfect animal, but he certainly didn't deserve such a disgraceful end.
I never said that, Miss Latuna. Did Ignat ever mention an assassination plot against him?
Come on. Ignat would never have believed that anyone was capable of doing such a thing. That anyone would have the courage to commit such an atrocity.
Really?
Really? He believed that everyone would work together for peace on this journey. And he always saw only the good in animals.
Nein.
Even those who had previously been his enemies.
Really?
Yes, really.
Nein. Der hat ja schon gesagt.
Wrong. I don't know if you're lying on purpose or if you're really that naive.
I beg your pardon.
Let me explain. Not only was Ignat not a true believer in peace, as he repeatedly stated, but he firmly believed that someone would try to take his life during the trip. By someone, he mainly meant the Tarogo delegation.
That's impossible. He wasn't like that at all.
Look, ma'am, I'm sorry to say this, but the person who emerges from his letters probably wasn't even remotely similar to the real flesh and blood version.
Take that back.
These are just facts, Miss Latuna. Facts cannot be taken back. At most, they can be ignored.
You are a vile, slick, sick fox, Moses Wildflower.
I am a servant of the truth, ma'am. Nothing more. Nothing less.
Ja, hat dir zwar nicht gefallen, aber...
What was the ambassador's position on the war?
He was against it, of course. Why do you think he took part in this peace mission?
Some say the opposite, that Stavonia sent him there just to show off its power. After all, we are talking about a general who led conquering campaigns.
Well, that's exactly the point. When such a dangerous man of high caliber is capable of laying down his arms, it becomes the greatest gesture toward peace.
Really? Well, that's an interesting perspective, I must admit.
No matter how terrible the rumors about him were, Ignat would have done anything for peace. He almost despised violence.
Nein.
We heard and experienced exactly the opposite. Ignat treated and spoke to everyone condescendingly. What's more, there were rumors circulating about his horrific acts during the...
Well, maybe. He was...
Divisive?
Das haben wir schon mal.
All right. Yes. Ignat was tough.
Well, that was...
You're welcome.
Schau mal die Antwort.
Did Ignat himself ask you to join the journey?
To be honest, Ignat wasn't really keen on meeting the Fox King.
You mean King Hector III?
That's what I said. So he wanted me, apart from the fact that my presence alone elevates any event, to be a kind of mediator.
So you already knew the king?
I met him a few times, yes. So I was the link between him and Ignat.
Strange. I wouldn't have thought that the great and powerful Ignat would be afraid of a king.
Afraid? He was just afraid of saying something that might start a war.
Well, yes, that fits the picture better. What did the ambassador say to you after his death?
So you want to know what Ignat's ghost said? Well, you don't believe in ghosts, do you, detective?
I wouldn't say that, but what such a presence said to you could still be important information.
You're an eternal skeptic, aren't you? You only believe what you see.
Or what I perceive with any of my primary senses, yes.
What about your sixth sense?
I get along just fine with 5, thank you.
Well, unfortunately, the message was vague and dreamlike.
Of course.
You know, a serious conversation with a ghost requires serious preparation.
As is well known.
Unfortunately, apart from letting me know that he had died, he couldn't tell me much else. It was more of a feeling that he left behind.
A feeling? What kind of feeling?
A feeling of great power. Someone who seems to tower over this entire journey. A force that moves and influences others.
Gefühl von großer Macht. Ich könnte mir das aber schon gut
I
vorstellen.
see. I think you're telling the truth. Or rather, you really believe what you're saying.
You're a living lie detector, aren't you?
Well, I use all my senses when I...
Just do what you...
What do you think? Could you summon Ambassador Ignat for us again?
You mean, hold a seance?
Would you be able to do that?
Well, yes, of course. But I'll need a few things.
And what are they?
In order for the seance to be perfect and lasting, we need someone who has seen a ghost. Other than myself, of course. Someone with a strong heart and faith. And someone who is pure and innocent, like white snow.
So we need 3 people.
Besides us, yes, exactly.
We can probably manage that.
Good. I'll get everything ready. Ooh, we're in for an exciting night.
Yes, I'm sure of that.
Oh.
A seance? What's gotten into you, Moses? It must be the pressure down here underwater. It must have gone to your nerves.
Not at all, my dear friend. It's perfectly logical. It doesn't matter whether the ghost is real or not. Don't you understand?
No, not really.
The point is what Miss Latuna will say, not who it actually comes from.
If you say so. And who will be the 3 lucky ones we bring to this little seance?
Someone who has seen a ghost.
The Baron, that's obvious.
Someone with a strong heart and faith.
Perhaps Mujara Separ. Or rather his pretty assistant.
We wanted to talk to her anyway. And the third person, who is as pure as the driven snow.
That can only be Miss Faye. That woman is as innocent as a bunny rabbit.
Then we have everyone.
Moses,
Yes, my dear friend.
it's gonna be a long night.
And haunting. But let's hope we make a breakthrough in the case at least.
Yeah, because if we don't, we might turn into ghosts ourselves before we reach Clawville.
Ja. Gut. Ich glaube, ich muss... Hauptverdächtiger, du bist tot. Dann spricht das nämlich. So. Dann machen wir hier doch erstmal Feierabend. Wir sehen uns dann am Montag um 19:30 Uhr wieder. In alter Frische.